Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. I put this in my community post, right? And this is from a screenshot from a video me and Kalai did a while ago. You can see it's right there when I was breaking it down. This is where the image comes from. And somebody said, well, how can you see that and get that out of that? And, you know, because I'm telling them it's a lizard-faced being or reptilian-faced being riding on what appears to be a horse, right? And it's adorned in like almost like red armor. You see the bridle and the equipment that goes around the horse's face, the reins that the creature is holding on to. And someone said that just looks like a big blur to me. And mind you, folks, this is on the sun. Okay? This is on the sun. The entity is here. Okay? Now, I'm going to let that resonate for a second. And I'm going to show you how the pineal gland works. And this is not pareidolia. This is not just, you know, making things up. If you think this is pareidolia at this point in time, I mean, it's okay. I get it. People are still taking vaccines out here. So it goes to show you the mentality of most of the people or the inhabitants of this place, how they are. Okay? Trust me, everything I say and all the videos I produce will resonate somewhere in your life, somewhere down the line. And you can see I have the entity outlined. This is the creature. This is the horse. Now we're going to go into detail, okay? I'm going to zoom in on the face of the creature that's wearing a massive crown that looks like it's adorned in red and gold. Now I'm going to zoom in on the face. Do you see the entity? I'm trying to help you see how I see, and I understand it could be difficult for people that don't have a open mind, or they're tainted by all the drugs, alcohol, prescription drugs, everything here that taints you from seeing clearly the type of supernatural things that I see. And then some people will just say, yeah, I don't see that. He's just making that up. Okay, let me pull the point out on my pen, because you know, on my channel it's nothing but detail, and a lot of people resonate with it, and then there's some that still are like supernaturally or spiritually blind, and I get it. No harm, no foul. Here's the nostrils of the creature. Okay, I'm a baby step you through this like I always do. Here's the eye. You see it's black. Here's his face, his mouth and jaws. He has white bony horns sticking out of his face. And here's the crazy gold crown with red in it. Now I'm just going to hold that there so you can see. And then I'm repeat myself again. Here's the face. You see his nose, nostrils, black. Here's his mouth, creature, black eye, white bony appendage, meaning something that sticks out of his face on either side. He has something in the middle of his head that goes up into a massive crown. Okay? I'm trying to help the inhabitants of this place. Just look around. You see what's going on around this place. Here's the crazy looking horse that he's riding on. Here's the armor that's on his body. See his shoulder. See his hand grabbing the reins of the horse, just like anyone riding a horse would do. You see the ears of the horse, the long neck, the long face, and I'm going to zoom in on the horse. Peace, love, and light. This is third eye vision. This is not for regular people. See the ears, the eye, the reins, the bridle going around his face. Let's zoom out for perspective. The green face lizard being with the crown, the armor, red and gold, the massive horse that he's riding on, the reins that every rider has to control the horse with, the pointed ears. I'm moving slow. This is for the people that are spiritually blind. And this is on the sun, folks, and this is where the picture comes from. So I would look at solar flares and eruptions on the sun, pause, take a screenshot, move on. Pause, take a screenshot, move on. And these spiritual beings encompass and make up what NASA's showing as solar flares in the sun. Okay? No ego, but I never seen anybody look at the sun this way until I brought it to light. I mean, it's beings all around. Look at the face on this entity here. I went over this before, just bringing it back. See the elongated head, the eyes, the snout that looks like an elephant trunk, crazy looking face. You see the detail on the side of his head. I'll zoom in and pull down the light so you can see that's literally a entity or a being. You see his eye? See his eye? See the structure that's on the side of his head? Massive head and face. Trunk like an elephant. Here's his mouth. Here's his jawline. Go across. More right here. Horns coming out the side of the head. Face. Body. Appears to be a woman. You can see breast. Moving on, folks. This is not for regular people, FYI. This is for only the chosen. Prove all things. I see a lot of people posting up these spiritual gurus that are doing a lot of talking, but they're not showing anything. And yeah, I get it. The stuff I do, it really gets no love. It's like under the radar, like whispered about, like, is he crazy? Is that stuff real? I don't know if I should post that stuff. Like, I'm just used to posting people just, just talking. I don't know if I should post this type of stuff because I can't really believe it. We talk about it, but is he really showing it? I'm really showing it. You see the face. Yeah, I can read all your thoughts, everything. It's not hard. It's like people think the sun is in space and then planets are real and galaxies are real. All that's fake. Okay, the sun and the moon is under the dome. You can see the atmosphere right behind what they call the sun. Okay, you can see this strange material that's not a cloud wrapping itself around the sun. Okay, so if you believe the sun is millions of miles away and when you're riding down the street and you can see it so low in your environment and you still believe that, you're a fool. You have no understanding or a free thought of your own. We could look up, if we see clouds behind the light of the day and night, that's proof positive that it's inside of our atmosphere under the dome, not in space. Don't listen to people that's talking about galaxies and space and all that stuff and gravity. They're not truly awakened. They're babies in this knowledge. Okay? Can't keep talking about planets and nonsense like that when you can't prove it. Can't keep calling this place Earth and Gaia and Tiamat and all that bullshit when the Bible clearly says this is hell. Okay? Earth means dirt. Do the etymology of words and come to a better understanding before you spiritual gurus just run your mouths. Nonsense. You're going to pay in the end. All the false prophets get it worse. Shout out Chris Kindhart. This picture came from him. He showed how these entities are morphing in and out of our existence through CERN and portals, through gates, through the sun, because it's electric and is being used as a dimensional or time travel apparatus, believe it or not. There's no such thing as space and flying out of here, people. The only thing they're doing is going in and out of dimensions, interdimensional travel. Understand that. Okay? People from the past, people from the present, demonic entities. I'm trying to get you close in on the face of this entity here. You see him with the hat on. I mean, looking like Jeepers Creepers, but you know, why would they give you a demonic entity that's indestructible with wings, and it dresses up in a black coat and hat, and it eats flesh? Okay, yeah. I'm really trying to get you close in on this face right here. Let's see if it'll come in. Move in close, pull down some light. Yeah, but the face is all muffed up. Put this picture in community post. People say it looks like a witch on a broom. Where do you think they get that concept from? Okay? Nothing just comes out of nothing. Everything has a source. That's just common sense. Chris Kindheart again, showing you the entity coming through the portal. Again. Me and Bionic Spectrum were corresponding. Osiris, god of deceased, was the son of the oldest child of Geb, earth deity, and Nut, the sky goddess. His wife, his sister, was Isis, goddess of motherhood, magic, fertility, death, healing, and rebirth. It was said that Osiris and Isis were deeply in love with each other, even in the womb. And how do they depict these characters? With green faces. Okay? I'm just here to show you, folks. I'm not a talking head. If I talk, I prove it. Now, this might not come in too clear, but I'm really trying to get this face of this being because it's green. You see its eye right there? It has a slit in it. That's the best I can get on the face. Then it starts to go pixelated. Pull out right there. There we are. You see the eyes? Slit, crazy looking mouth. His eyes go in this way, slanted. Just letting you know, what's good is bad and bad is good. All things are inverted here, including the people. People are idol worshippers. They praise all these things. I mean, it's like utter nonsense, but it's okay. That's what regular people do. Shout out Beyond the Spectrum. This is for chosen people, not for frozen brain zombies that listen to the news and regurgitate things and try to make themselves appear smart. Okay? Have your own free thought and your own thinking. You can't keep telling me what the news is saying. That's regurgitation. It's a script. It's a production. If you meet one of those people, they have signed headshots. They're actors that can read the teleprompter fast. That's all. They went to school for communications. Now, I'm going to break this picture down. This is a massive beast with his wings flapped down right here. There's all types of strange entities that always are on the massive creatures that are in these skies. It's like they're catching an Uber ride of sorts. This is the head and face of the creature right here. Then we have a giant that's riding on the side of it. Here's his leg coming down like he's riding a horse. Here's his body, his armor. He has a horn coming out the side of his head that points down. You know, shout out Beyond the Spectrum. Now I'm gonna zoom in on this and see if people can see it without me enhancing it. Okay. Now we're just gonna hold that in there, and I'm gonna pull down some light because it's a little bright. Pull down some light. You see him? Face like the Iron Giant. Robot looking eyes. I mean, just like the mask from the Iron Giant. Horns coming out the side of the head. Excuse me, people. Face of the entity right here that he's riding on. When I zoom out, here's his armor, body like he's wearing a cloak. Here's his leg coming down. And he's strapped into this entity like he's riding a horse. Now, let's go to the enhanced shots so people can see. I'm going to start out with this one. You see I have it outlined. It's the head of the beast. This is the person riding the creature, the giant that's riding the giant creature. Here's his leg, his arm coming down, and the wings are folded down like it's in a downstroke of flying. We all can relate to that. We see birds every day, and we see when they flap their wings down, they're propelling themselves. They're not open wings just hanging and catching air. These are the wings, flap down. I'm going to zoom in on the entity's face. I have better shots. But here's this face right here. Giant helmet. They're all wearing helmets like warriors. You see the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and then you see the black collar that's going around his neck. I'm just going to hold that in tight so the face comes through. I'm trying to help you see how I see. This is third eye vision. This is serious talk about the pineal gland, supernatural abilities, the ability to see past beyond the spectrum of normal light. You know, your eyes are very limited, folks, if you don't know that. Animals in nature see better. You see the nose of the entity. You see eye, mouth. You see this is the shape and outline of his face. And this is the helmet that he has on his head. Now I'm going to zoom out. Even from here, you can see the eye, the nose, the bridge of the nose, the mouth, and the collar going around his neck. I'm going to zoom out some more, folks. Shout out Beyond the Spectrum. The head, the arm, the leg. Let's go into the creature's face right here. You see it? See how the eyes are close set? It's some type of creature that he's riding on. Moving on. Better shot of the face. And if you just look around, because my subscribers say, Reg, did you see that on top of there? Yeah, it's entities and beings everywhere. But this is the face of the creature that he's riding on. The close set eyes, the head. And then if we zoom in, you see other smaller entities and beings. This appears to be a woman. This looks like a humanoid creature, possibly a fish being. I'll zoom in closer on them so there could be no doubt. You know, seeing is believing. All you big spiritual channels out there, you know, you telling me a lot. All y'all do is talk, and y'all don't post this fire, these diamonds. Like, I mean, wow. I get it though. No love lost. Nose, eye, mouth, long flowing hair next to the humanoid looking fish being. You see the eyes, the mouth. That looks like every fish being you've seen in every movie, like the one from Hellboy. Can't make this stuff up, folks. I know it's hard for you to believe, but you're regular, trying to make you different. Me showing you these things raises your vibration so you have a better understanding of where you are. You're not on a spinning ball in space. Now this is a black and white screenshot trying to get a better image of the face, the nose, the mouth, the eyes. And I know y'all see that man right there, because the spirit's all over the place, folks. They're everywhere. No way in the world we should be capturing images in the sky and seeing humanoids, arms, legs, creatures, wings. I mean, eyes, nose, mouth. See him right here? I know. It's not for regular people. This is one of the clearest shots of the face. eye, nose, mouth. Moving on. One of my subscribers sent this in. Don't have a name attached, but if you recognize your photo, just post a comment. You see the unnatural structures. It almost looks like they're spelling something in the sky, which is not new. Okay? But I'm going to zoom in right here to show you that these are massive ships emitting a black substance that's so black that the light of the day that they call the sun can't even penetrate or outshine them. Understand that, folks. This picture is not tampered with. These things are in front of the central light of the world that they call the sun, right there. And the sun can't even illuminate this dark matter. Oh, that might have really went over your pay grade or your head. Like, do you realize it's matter out here that light can't cast on? Not even the strongest laser can illuminate it. Did you know that? Boy, I tell you, these fucking fake gurus on YouTube, man. You all gonna fucking pay. I swear you are. I hate to say that, but I have to be truthful. Truth in all things. Like, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. Look how black these ships are. And then the average layman will say, oh, that's just clouds. Well, how can clouds be so dark that they blot out the light of the world called the sun? You don't understand what you're dealing with. You don't know where you are, but I've been, waving the flag, trying to tell you. How could something be so black that the sun can't cast light on it? Dark matter, entities, ships, vessels, living vessels. I've coined so many phrases since I've been on YouTube. Higher self, all types of things I never heard till my lips uttered them. You're supposed to give credit where credit is due, but it's a bunch of plagiarism. I get it. But guess what, though? In person, it's all love. No one has anything to say negative. All positivity, because my spirit is massive. My aura is massive. Yep. Don't even have to project violence. Casting out demons every single day. People don't believe demons are real. All you got to do is look at the black race. The black race are demons or daemons or the demonic race. That's who you are. And that's why you have to become your higher self to ascend from the pits of hell. But, believe what you want. Have your own understanding. People reaping souls like they tearing this one apart. You can't see that this is someone wearing like a hood or some type of clothing. I'll zoom in on the face if you think I'm like Player Lord Yashua Pandera says, if you think I'm play pimping. Do you see the eyeballs? The face? This is real, folks. Whether you choose to believe it or not, seeing is believing. Believe what I'm showing you. Your eyeballs are not lying to you. Just a Western society that you've been programmed and brainwashed. You get to see how programmed and brainwashed black people are when just about, I'm going to say like 7 out of 10 black males, when you see them, they all have their underwear sticking out and their pants hanging down. That shows that you're a program, a living program with no ideas and thoughts of your own. Whatever you see, you just copy and mimic. That's all you are. No originality. That's why the cops know who to deal with. When they see you walking around with your pants sagging off, your underwear sticking out, they know you're retarded. So they take advantage of you because they know you don't know your rights. You don't know anything. All you know is the latest rap or drill song, And I understand a lot of our people are intellectually challenged through lead in the water and fluoride and, bad parenting. I get all that. You see the people I mean, I really don't have to say much. I mean, you see anatomical features. Anatomical means, limbs of living humanoid people, arms, legs, heads. Like, this stuff is elementary. And I understand I'm dealing with elementary thinkers, people that still talk about gravity and like stuff like that. You see the entity here, it looks like a Super Saiyan. He has the massive arms. His body is like cloaked, for lack of a better word. Here's his head and his face. See his face? I can go on and on and on. There's just so much in every little thing. Like, I mean, it's just like a lot, folks. I mean, you can see that's a humanoid looking figure. It has a head, a body, and arms. Of course, I don't want to focus. There we go. It's a little better. I know. Poor inhabitants of Earth. Oh man, y'all are so lost. It's like completely over for you. If you took the shot, you're definitely fucking dead. No holds barred about that. It's just another experiment on a group of dummies that believe everything the television says. The television, if you don't understand that, is Lucifer. It's the one-eyed God. Okay, it's the black mirror, the portal into your conscious and subconscious. Oh, maybe you didn't know that, but then I'll start to hear a bunch of people talk about it. You know what I mean? But all people need to do is look at all the videos I did with Kalai. Drop all types of knowledge, and then all I hear is it being repeated over and over and over and over again with no credit being given, acting like you're the fucking inception of these ideas. Like, 99% of you YouTube fuckers could fucking die. Like, real talk. Like, I mean, it's disgusting the way you move out here. And then most of y'all is all trannies. You know what I mean? Like, I see straight through you. If I'm seeing shit on the sun, you don't think I could see through your anatomy? But I let a lot of stuff go. You understand? Because love is the better vibration. You'll pay for changing your whole being. You know what I mean? Like, that's a violation of natural law. If you're born a boy, you're supposed to stay a boy. If you're born a girl, you're supposed to stay a girl. Okay? Look at the Olympics. It's nothing but transgender athletes all over the field, but they're not telling you they are. People act like this movement is new. It's old, folks. See, when your pineal gland is functioning, I don't care if you have a beard. That doesn't mean anything to me when I can see through your anatomy that you're a woman. I don't care if you have long, flowy hair and big boobs. I can see that your anatomy says that you were born a male, and then you changed yourself. That's a big violation of natural law. So all you people that follow that doctrine, you're following the Baphomet because that's what it is. Transgender. A lot of you people know this is hell. You just keeping up the illusion. But I'm here to break these spells. And all you plagiarists out here, you all could fucking go to hell, deeper into the pit. Seriously. Because y'all don't give credit where credit is due. Y'all running around spitting out your mouth stuff that you heard me say. And enough is enough. You're going to pay for that. You think I don't see this shit? When your pineal gland's working, you see and hear and feel everything 1,000 times more than regular people. It's ridiculous. I should stop doing videos because, like, these videos are too much valuable and great information and vibrations for regular fucking dumb people. Seriously. The face of the lizard being. Everybody talks about reptilians and lizard beings. Who's showing them? Where's your pictures? Where's your proof? Nose, nostrils, eye, mouth, white bony horn coming out of his face and a crown. Peace, love, and light.